What's up, guys? This is Ty Zen. I'm driving through the beautiful countryside of South Carolina right now. And in this video, guys, I want to share with you guys, first of all, before I start, I want to let you guys know that typically my videos are I try to make it as simple as possible so that everyone can benefit from it. And I try to keep the language and the vocabulary as simple as I can. But in this video, guys, I want to give you a heads up that it's not going to be simple. It's going to be very technical. And because this video is geared specifically towards active stock, futures, Forex, and options traders, and hedge fund managers, financial advisors, and money managers. So they're all professionals in traditional trading and investing, okay? So because of that, I'm giving you guys a heads up that this is it's probably one of the first videos I've made that's more advanced. So if you're a beginner and you're following my channel, this video may not make sense to you, and that's okay. It's rare that I make these type of videos. But recently, I got approached by some hedge fund managers and some really active traders that want to know about cryptocurrencies, and they want to know if it's legit or not, and they want to know if it's bullshit or not, and they want to know what's the advantages of cryptocurrency investing versus the traditional markets. And when I talk about the traditional markets, I'm talking about the stocks, the futures, the Forex, and the options market. Okay, so this video is going to be very technical because I'm going to be speaking all in terms of trading and investing terms. Okay, so don't get upset and don't be worried if you don't understand this, okay, because it's not for you. It's specifically for active traders, hedge fund managers, and money managers. Okay, yes, the question I always get all the time from the hedge fund managers and the active traders is cryptocurrencies, is Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, is that legit? The answer is absolutely yes. It's very legit. There's a ton of money to be made, and it's the world's biggest bull market right now in human history. So yes, it is legit. It's not bullshit. The second question is this something that we need to invest in? Is this something that, if you're a hedge fund manager or an active trader and you know what you're doing, is this something to get into? The answer is absolutely yes. It's the biggest bull market in human history. You don't want to be a hedge fund manager or an active trader and not participate in it. Okay. Next question is what are the differences that you've noticed between trading the traditional markets versus the crypto market? There's several things I want to cover so that you guys know coming in, so that you'll be aware of it, because we lost thousands of dollars not knowing this. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the liquidity. Okay, that's the number one thing that you have to be concerned with as an active trader or a hedge fund manager, is that the liquidity in if you're an active trader, you can get away with trading it on Coinbase.com. You can get away with trading on the popular exchanges such as Kraken.com, Bitstamp, Bitfinex. Those are the exchanges, and GDAX.com. Those are the cryptocurrency exchanges that has enough volume for you to trade as an active trader. So now, Bitcoin trades on average, they trade more than $500 million a day. So if you're trading to where you want to get in with like, let's just say up to like $50,000, between $25,000 to $50,000, you can click a mouse and just get in and out. There's plenty of liquidity for that. If you're trading between like $50,000 to $100,000, you might need a few clicks. That might take you a minute or 2 minutes. Let's just say up to 5 minutes to get $100,000 filled in and out. Okay, and when I say get filled in and out, so that you don't move the market prices. Okay, the spreads can be very, very tight, and it can be very wide at sometimes. It can be when you're trading, when Bitcoin is trading at $1,800 per Bitcoin, you can expect spreads to be between $1.50, as high as $1.50, $1.60, $1.70 spreads, and all the way as low as a 1 penny spread. Okay, and they don't have spreads that are tighter than 1 penny. Not that I've seen anyway. Okay, I'm sure that you can, if you trade a big enough account, the exchanges will let you hook up your API and let you go beyond 2 decimal places in terms of US dollars, but the most that I've seen is 2 decimal places in terms of US dollars. Okay, so that's as far as liquidity and the spread goes. Now with the altcoins, the word altcoin means alternative coin or alternative currency. So any coin or any cryptocurrency that is not Bitcoin is considered an altcoin in the world of cryptocurrencies. So we use the term altcoins just for short. Okay, in the altcoins, the spreads and the liquidity is a little bit less, but it's growing by leaps and bounds every day. As of this moment in the middle of 2017, in order for you to fill a $25,000 to $50,000 order, that might take you up to half an hour, depending upon which altcoin. If you're trading altcoins that are in the top 20 most actively traded altcoins, right, or cryptocurrencies, you can expect to get your $25,000 to $50,000 order filled within. I can do it. You can do that in less than half an hour. Okay, anything that's between $50,000 to $100,000, so that you don't affect the price in the markets, it's going to take you anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour. You know, I don't see that happening in like a click of a mouse. Okay, because you got to put your orders in and do like a few $1,000s at a time. For an active trader, you can get away with doing that. It's no problem. I know many individual active traders that can go in there and trade with no problems between up to $100,000. If you are a hedge fund and you're trading multiple millions of dollars, in addition to using Coinbase or Bitfinex or Bitstamp or Kraken, you're gonna have to go through with what's called a over-the-counter OTC trades, okay, or off-the-market trades. I don't know if the term over-the-counter is the correct term for cryptocurrency trading, because when you do it, it's actually not over-the-counter. It's, you know, kind of like under the counter. Okay, so there's a lot of volume that you see. If you go to CoinMarketCap, which is a very reputable site that lists all the most active currencies that are being traded, the volume that is indicated on there is not the real volume. That's only the volume that's traded on by individual active traders like myself and other active traders. The real volume of each cryptocurrency, there's the term that they use is over the counter, but it's not. That's not the correct term. It should be off the market, or I should say private trades, not public trades that are recorded at the exchanges. So to differentiate between the two, I'm going to call it private trades. Okay, so there are several different places that if you're a hedge fund or you're a big active trader, and when I say big, I'm talking about if you're trading like over $1 million, you need to look into this. There's a place called CumberlandMining.com, and it's not a Bitcoin mining company, and it's not a, I don't even know why they call it Cumberland Mining, but it's not a Bitcoin mining company, and it's not a earth mining company that digs for gold or silver or anything like that. It's just, that's just the name of the company, Cumberland Mining. So if you Google Cumberland Mining with the word Bitcoin, you'll see their website come up. And what they do is they do private transactions. You have to, if you're trading like a 6, 7, or 8-figure cryptocurrency account, you have to get what's called an AML KYC. You have to, AML stands for anti-money laundering, and KYC means that know your customers. Like in the world of cryptocurrencies, you can trade probably up to like $5,000, $10,000 privately and anonymously without anybody knowing what you're doing. But once you start getting into 6, 7, and 8-figure accounts, you need you really don't have much of a choice. You have to, unless you just want to buy it up privately from another trader or from another investor and then hold it and that's it. But if you want to actively move money around that's in the 6, 7, or 8 figures, you have to go through an exchange or a company or a business such as Coinbase, Kraken, Bitstamp, Bitfinex, or Cumberland Mining that does the AML and the KYC. You have to pass those AML and KYC applications and to show that you're not a terrorist and you're not a drug dealer laundering drug money. And then once you pass those requirements, then you can negotiate with them and talk to them. And when I say negotiate with them, you let them know how much volume you're doing, and they will approve you for that kind of volume, okay? So I would always recommend that you ask, starting out, if you plan on trading like $1 million, you ask for at least 3 times, a minimum of 3 times or more, because in the cryptocurrency markets, you are going to triple that account very, very, very quickly, much faster than you will ever anticipate in your life, in anything that you've ever done, okay? So might as well have it ready so that when it does happen, you're not stuck trying to move money in and out of the accounts, okay? So that's a bare minimum, I would say. And if you are very, very serious, I would go ahead and get approved for 5 to 10 times the amount that you would normally put in. So if you're planning on putting in $1 million, I would just right away get approved to move $10 million in and out of your trading account, okay? So that you'll know, so that you have that ready. Because several people that I've coached, I've mentored and worked with, whenever they do that, they get stuck moving money in and out, and it eats up time and it eats into their profits when they need to move money in and out for security reasons and for profit-taking reasons. So those are the 2 primary reasons why you want a higher balance, a higher limit than you actually trade, because there's times when the market spikes up and you're up 3 to 4 to 500%, and what we call 3x to 5x. The X just means times or multiples. So when your account grows 3 to 5 multiples of what you started out with your initial investment, you need to be able to move money in and out. And the number 1 reason that you need to move money in and out very rapidly is for security reasons, to protect the funds that you have. And the number 2 reason is for profit taking. So those are the 2 primary reasons that you would need to move money in and out very rapidly out of your account. So you need a higher limit for that. And you don't want to wait until your account grows to that limit. Like if you're trading $1 million, you don't want your account to grow to $3 million and then go ask for a higher limit, okay? Because that's going to take several weeks. Usually you can give yourself 30 to 40 to 50 days to get that limit increase. So you might as well ask for that from the very beginning. And if you're putting in $1 million into there, or $500,000 or 6, 7, or 8 figure account, I would negotiate with them, with the customer support, and ask them for a higher limit in exchange for you putting in that money. So if you're going to put $1 million into Coinbase, I would request that they give you a 10 million limit, just so that you can have that ready and at your disposal right away, okay? So that's what I would say to do, so that all that bullshit is, the paperwork is done, so that you can focus on trading. The last thing that you want to do is when there's a security concern, right? Or a profit-taking concern, that you're scrambling and have to wait for 30, 40, 50 days to get approval for it, okay? So I would get that done as soon as I can. The other thing that you need to know is that if the exchanges, if you're putting like a 7, 8 figure account in there, I would even go as far as asking for insurance, okay? Just like in the futures market and the Forex market, if your account is big enough, you can ask the brokers to insure your portfolio. So basically, you're putting a premium and ask them to find out, if there's ways that you can insure it, right? And request a premium. Like you might have to pay a premium, but it's worth it for insurance reasons. And the other thing that I would suggest that you do, if you're not able to, some of the exchanges may not do that. They don't give a shit if you want to do it or not, and they don't care about insurance. But what you can do, what most exchanges will do, I know Poloniex will do this, is that you can do, one of the clients that I work with, he's moving large amounts in and out of Poloniex and some of the other exchanges. And what he does is that he requests a whitelisting, okay, where you get on Skype and you show them who you are, you show them your ID, your driver's license, your passports, your visas, and all the credentials that they need to verify who you are. And then they want to verify, you know, do a live verification on Skype or Google Hangouts to make sure that you are who you claim you are. And they run all kinds of credit background checks on you to make sure that you're legit and you're the person who you claim you are. And once you do that, and then they'll let you whitelist certain accounts. So what you do is you create a specific multi-signature account, wallet account at Coinbase or with CoPay or with any type of multi-signature wallets. And what you do is you whitelist that so that people, whenever there's a hack or somebody tries to hack your Poloniex or Coinbase, any of those accounts, what they have to do is the only account that they can withdraw the money to is your whitelisted account numbers. So make sure that you do that if you have a large six, 7, or 8 figure account that you're trading with. Okay, if you're a hedge fund and you're trading other people's money, even if you're not a hedge fund, you're trading other people's money, that is mandatory. There's no options and there's no choices about that. You have to get a live verification with that exchange to prove who you are, and you must get a whitelisted addresses so that there's no the clients that I work with, they trade large accounts, so they're able to do that with any problems. I haven't had any of the smaller clients that I work with have to go through that process, and they don't bother with it because they move $50,000, $100,000 in and out, you know, on a frequent basis, and so they don't even bother going through with all that verification to go to that deep of a verification level. Okay, but I'm suggesting that if you're trading 7, 8 figure accounts, you better do that just for safety. Okay, the other thing too is that you have to be concerned with keeping wallets for security reasons. You have to maintain some hardware wallets. Some of the hardware wallets that we recommend are that our team recommends to the clients that we work with are the Ledger wallets and the Trezor wallets. Now I'm sure there's other ones out there like KeepKey and others. We haven't tested those, so we cannot say if they're good or bad. We just haven't tested them. The ones that we've tested extensively are the Trezor wallets and the Ledger wallets. Okay, and you can make copies of the accounts on multiple of those hardware wallets, and that's mandatory, and there's no going around that. And when you set this up, make sure that you set up there's 3 types of wallets that you're going to need. You're going to use it at the exchange, where you move money in and out of the exchange into a waypoint wallet. Okay, a waypoint wallet is I recommend using either Exodus or Exodus.io or Jax.io. Those 2 wallets as a waypoint. So all your cryptocurrencies that you move from the exchanges, you move it to one of those waypoint, what I designate as a waypoint wallet, on your laptop or on your computer or your desktop, right? Where you move the exchange tokens, the coins from the exchanges, to your Jax or your Exodus wallet, and then from there you move it into your hardware wallet. And then if you need to move it out of your hardware wallets, it still goes from your hardware wallets to your waypoint wallets, which is Exodus or Jax, and then from there to the exchanges. And that's for privacy and for security reasons. You can move it directly from the hardware wallet straight to the exchanges, back and forth, but then the exchanges have a copy of where your wallets are going. Okay, so that's a privacy matter, and you may want to keep it private. You may have clients that want to maintain privacy, so that's one of the ways that I would suggest that you move it. If you want even more privacy, you can convert your cryptocurrencies and convert them into Monero, into Dash, into Particle, into any of the top privacy coins, and then from there move it back out of it. Okay, now this works better if you have like maybe a 6, 7 figure account, but once it gets into the 8 figures, you may have problems doing that. So for privacy reasons, So just be aware of that, okay? The other thing too is that getting back to the trading portion, okay, to where I was saying about Cumberland mining, okay? Now, I've not been paid to say this. We've just, I've had clients and I've had people on our team use their services where they do block trades at one time, private block trades. It doesn't show up on the exchanges, and they trade millions of dollars all the time privately, and none of these trades ever show up on the exchanges, okay? This is not like in the stock market where every transaction has to be published on the, publicly in the time and sales for everybody to see, right? Unless you're like a big institution, then you don't, like a mutual fund or a big institution, you don't have to publish it until the end of days, and until at the end of the day, right? But in Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, pretty much everybody publishes their transactions on the public exchanges. But if you do it through a private exchange or with a private individual, obviously those exchanges, those transactions don't show up. Okay, so with the private exchanges such as Cumberland Mining, they require that you do 50 Bitcoins at a time. So if you want to trade, there's a minimum of 50 Bitcoins, and basically they charge like a 0.5%, I forget, it's like 0.5%, 1% fee to make the transactions. And what they do is they go in and they have traders at the desk, and they'll sit there and they'll make 5, 10 Bitcoin transactions all day long for you until your order gets filled. Now, you might think that you can do that, right? And I have coaching clients that I work with that they just don't have the time to sit there and move 100, 200, 500 Bitcoins in and out like that. So they just rather pay somebody 0.5% and let them sit there and do it. And the advantage is that when you communicate, when you call them up on the phone and you tell them you agree on the price of the Bitcoins for the 100 Bitcoins that you're going to trade, once they agree to it, you guys agree to it, you lock in that price. And when you're trading 100 or 1,000 Bitcoins at a time, you should not worry about whether or not the price goes up or the price goes down. Once it hits your profit targets and you're ready to take profits, you need to get out. You need a way to just unload it. And the minute you send them the 100 or the 1,000 Bitcoins, they cut you a check right away that same day. So just be aware of that. Now again, I am not endorsing Cumberland Mining or any of these places. That's just one of the private exchanges that people on our team have used, and our coaching clients have used, clients that we coach. So we know that it works, and we've seen it happen. The transactions happen multiple times with large transactions, and we know that it works, and we're just reporting back on it. We are not paid by Cumberland Mining to say that. We are not endorsed by them. They probably don't even know who the hell we are, okay? So I'm just saying that because it's a service that we've used and we know that it works. That doesn't mean that when you guys go use it that they haven't gone out of business or something. So do your research, do your due diligence, okay? As of right now, I don't see why we would not continue using them, and why we would not point clients that way. And I'm saying that because at this moment, we do not get any kickbacks or any fees from them, and I want to make that clear, okay? Because in the Forex market, when you introduce people to a Forex broker, you get introducing fees and stuff. We don't get any of that shit, okay? We don't know them, they don't know us. We just use them to make for our clients, our coaching clients, and some of our team members to make transactions on, and that's it, okay? So I'm just letting you guys know that so far they've done what they claim to do, okay? You can call them up and ask them more about it. The other thing that you need to know is that when, and if you're a hedge fund, you should already know this anyway, and if you're trading a large account in the stock market, you should already be doing this anyway, is that you will be doing a lot of VWAP orders. VWAP, so that we're on the same page as the volume weighted average price, okay, is that you will have to buy everything that you want to buy has to be in a price range and not a specific price. So it has to be, so whenever you are trying to move 100 Bitcoins in or 1,000 Bitcoins in or 1,000 Bitcoins out, you have to tell yourself and plan ahead that you are going to get it between this price and this price. So let's just say that, I'm gonna give you an example. If you wanna buy like 1,000 Bitcoins at $1,000, okay, you are going to have to start buying it like around $950 to like $1,100. There's gonna be like a 50 to 100 plus or minus. Let's just say, just to be safe, you will have to plan for plus or minus $100 to get that order that you want. If you want 1,000 Bitcoins, you have to plan ahead that there's gonna be a plus or minus $50 up either way, and then you'll get the average price of 1,000. So you might have to buy Bitcoins at $1,050, you might have to buy at $950, $1,050, $1,020, $980, and just keep buying them up until you get that average price, okay? Now, if you're an active trader and you're trading like a 7-figure account and you just wanna buy like 1,000 Bitcoins, the best place that I would recommend is to go through a reputable source, a reputable trader, or somebody that you know that has a 100 Bitcoin supply, okay, so that you can actually get it. So that you can actually get the order filled, okay, so that you don't get slipped too hard. So if you're trading like a 7-8-figure account, just always plan that you'll have to buy in a certain range, and the higher the price, the higher that range will be. And like always, I mean, if you're a hedge fund manager or a money manager, you should always you should already know to be buying on red candles and selling on green candles, okay? And that goes the same for when you take profits. If you buy in at 1,000, there's going to be a $50 plus or minus. Now, when you go to sell it to take profits, you should expect a $50 to $100, a $50 to $100 or a price difference as well when you get out. So expect that. That should be normal. So if you get in at 1,000 and your goal is to take profits at 2,000 and you walk away with only 800 or 850 worth of profit instead of 1,000, to me that's actually a good fill. You're doing good if you're trading like a 7 or 8-figure account, okay? Expect that to happen, okay? When you hear, another thing I want to talk about is the profit potential. If you hear people talking about making 100%, 200, 500% averages, you know, that's normal. That's not uncommon at all. I have several coaching clients where they average 300% a year for the last 4 years. I have others that have an average of 500-600%. You know, we have anywhere between 300 to 600% a year average on multiple coaching clients, and that's normal. So I would not freak out over that. As a hedge fund, if you're trading like an 8-figure account, I would anticipate on the lower end, like on the 300 to 400% range a year, simply because that's a whatchamacallit, that's a because of liquidity issues, okay? With liquidity, however, the good news is that as the days go, as the months go by, the liquidity is increasing. Like every year now, I noticed that the liquidity is increasing by like 10-fold or more. Okay, so to give you guys an example, when Leon and I first got into cryptocurrency investing back in 2000 and let's just say the beginning of 2014, the top 20, we were lucky if any cryptocurrency was trading $100,000 a day at the beginning, like around 2013, around 2014, and in 2017, four years later, right? The top 20 cryptocurrencies, they trade like $5 million a day easily without any problem. Okay, so for an active trader, right, you can trade the top 20 cryptocurrencies in and out every day without any problems at all. If you're a hedge fund trading like an 8-figure or higher account, I would probably recommend you focus the majority of your money on the top 10 cryptocurrencies that trade like $10, $20 million or higher each day, And then probably by the end of 2017, if you're watching this video at the end of 2017 or further along in time, right, then if you're trading an 8-figure account, you should not have a problem trading the top 20 cryptocurrencies at all by that point, because at the run rate and at the pace that we're going and at the growth rate that we're going, I expect that to be no problem at all. So I just want to do this video, just this first part, just to give you an idea. If you're trading, if you're a big active trader or a hedge fund manager or a money manager that's trading a 7 or 8-figure account, I just want you guys to be aware of some of the things that's going on. This may be a little bit technical and the numbers may be a little bit big for a typical trader of this channel, but I've had so many hedge funds and so many large account active traders, you know, 7 and 8-figure account traders, active traders, contacted me privately asking me and Leon, you know, if this shit is legit or not. So I just want to share that with you guys. If you guys want some, if you're a 7 or 8-figure trader or money manager or hedge fund manager, and you want me and Leon and our team to consult with you guys, right, so that you guys help you guys get started into investing into cryptocurrencies, please contact me privately at my email that's listed on our website, www.cryptocurrency.market, and contact us privately, and we'll schedule a time on Skype or on Google Hangout, and we can discuss what your objectives are in the cryptocurrency market, and you know, we'll consult with you guys on that. Typically what will happen is that the 4-day private boot camps that we normally do for our subscribers and our followers and our viewers, we typically will do that 4-day private boot camp for your entire hedge fund team, for everyone, for all the traders and managers on your hedge fund. And then or if you're an active trader and you want us to coach you privately, what we do is we normally spend 4 days with you to where we teach you everything that's in our 4-day boot camp, but in a private setting, so that you guys can understand all the nooks and crannies and how to get it started. And we set up the computers, the hardware wallets, and it's a complete package, and we get you going from the very beginning. In other words, what exit? Okay, so what we do is we get you up and running so that when we're done with your team, you will be focusing on the investing side and not all the bullshit hardware and software side of getting started in cryptocurrency investing, so that we get you up and running right away. Some of the actors, they prefer it that way because they don't want to spend time goofing around trying to figure out what to do. They would rather focus on the trading side and not the actual setup side. So that's the consulting service that we provide for you know, 7 and 8-figure active traders and hedge funds and hedge fund managers, okay, or money managers. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, just contact me privately, and then we'll schedule an appointment to see what we can do to help get you guys set up and get you guys going. We're not the right fit for everyone. Okay, so after that initial consultation, what will typically happen is usually three outcomes. One is that we come to the conclusion that we're not the right fit for you guys, or that cryptocurrency at this moment is not the right fit for your hedge fund or for your active trading goals. And so nothing happens there, okay, and we just part ways. The second thing that will happen is that you'll get the information that you need to go back to your team and reevaluate. And then the third thing that can happen is that you guys might decide that we're the right fit for you guys, and that we can work together, and that we want to take it to the next level, and, you know, set up the private boot camp training for you guys and help you guys set up and get going. So either way, It'll help you to decide whether you should get into cryptocurrency investing or stay out of it altogether, okay? Or if you guys do decide to get into it, to help you guys get set up immediately and get going. There is a good 3 to 5 year run on this cryptocurrency bull market before the market levels out, and the risk is much safer, and the 100 to 500% returns that you can get in it each year will start to die out and not be there anymore. So if you guys want to take advantage of that, I would say to contact us privately, and we can discuss it with you guys. So I want to wrap this video up and conclude this video and say that if you guys like the type of information, I know that this information, this video, in this specific video, is a little more advanced and more because it's geared towards guys that are already making a living from trading, and for hedge fund managers. If the active traders and the hedge fund managers, if you guys like these types of videos that I'm making here, give me a thumbs up and let me know, leave in the comments that you want more videos, advanced level videos like this. If not, then I'll stop making them, okay? Because I don't want to waste time making it if it doesn't benefit you guys. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you guys in a future video.